आज सारी दुनिया के अंदर भारत ने किस प्रकार से कोरोना के खिलाफ युद्ध लड़ा है और किस प्रकार से इस जंग में अभी तक सफलता प्राप्त की है, इसको सारी दुनिया अप्रिशिएट कर रही है, इसको सारा देश अप्रिशिएट कर रहा है। विश्व स्वास्थ्य संगठन बराबर रिकॉर्ड पर ये कह रहा है कि कोरोना के खिलाफ जो लड़ाई है उसको भारत ने बहुत योग्यता के साथ और बहुत धैर्य के साथ और बहुत ही विजन के साथ लड़ा है। आप स्वयं इस बात को अनुभव कर सकती हैं रीमा जी की सारे दुनिया में 20 अगर बड़े देशों की जनसंख्या को हम जोड़ लें तो तब भारत के बराबर जनसंख्या होती है। और भारत में लगभग पहला केस 30 जनवरी को आया था। 30 जनवरी के बाद हम मई में आज बात कर रहे हैं, केवल 60,000 केसेस भारत में हुआ है। और 60,000 केसेस के अंदर भी जो 20,000 के करीब मरीज़ जो है वो ठीक होकर घर चले गए हैं। दुनिया में सबसे कम हमारा जो है मृत्यु दर है 3% के करीब। आज भी हमारा जो पिछले 3 दिन का जो डबलिंग रेट है वो 12 के करीब है। दुनिया के अंदर छोटे छोटे जो देश हैं उनके भी अगर आंकड़ों को हम देखें तो वहाँ भी हमसे बहुत ज़्यादा जो है नंबर ऑफ़ केसेस हुए हैं, हमसे बहुत ज़्यादा दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण मौतें हुई हैं। और आज सारे देश में इतने दिन के बाद हम बहुत कॉन्फिडेंस से ये कहने की स्थिति में है कि हमारी बीमारी कहाँ पर है और कहाँ पर हमारी बीमारी नहीं है। तो जहाँ बीमारी हमारी नहीं है, अनअफेक्टेड डिस्ट्रिक्ट में, वहाँ हम बीमारी ना हो इसके लिए प्रयास कर रहे हैं। और जहाँ बीमारी है उसको कैसे ख़त्म करना है उसके लिए प्रयास कर रहे हैं। और सारा देश प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में इन प्रयासों के अंदर एकजुट होकर काम कर रहा है। वो लॉकडाउन को सफल बना रहा है। अगर लॉकडाउन को खोला गया है तो उस प्रक्रिया को वो सफल बना रहा है। I think it's not only about several areas in the NCR or in Mumbai, but I have said it on number of occasions and I repeat it again in front of your TV channel also, that we have not at all entered into community transmission, which is popularly called as the stage 3 of transmission. And whatever views we have expressed and whatever conclusions we have drawn till now about the extent of transmission, they have all been endorsed by the World Health Organization also. Regarding places in NCR and cities like Mumbai, these places which are in the red zone, they have their very specific problems, huge slums where lakhs of people are living, and to actually implement lockdown conditions in a very, very perfect manner, and then to ensure that people living in small houses, more than a dozen people in one house, and then to ensure that they are able to follow social distancing norms, etc. It's quite difficult. So Mumbai and some of these cities like Delhi and other places had their specific problems, and we have introduced specific interventions for them. There are containment zone strategies, there are cluster containment strategies, there are big outbreak containment strategies. And it's not only these strategies, but we are also ensuring that there are micro plans for these areas which are being meticulously followed not only by the local administrations of those places, but we have been continuously getting them monitored through the visit of the central teams which have a good number of experts. And we are helping the state governments in the best possible manner. Today itself we have sent over 10 teams to various parts of the country to help the state governments in ensuring that we have a good control over COVID-19. Till now, in our fight against COVID-19, we have been able to reasonably contain the virus. If you look at the data today, we have something like 60,000 cases in the country, and about 30% of these cases, they have gone back home after having got thoroughly cured. Our mortality rate is just about 3% or so. And you compare it with our population, and the population of the rest of the countries and the data that they have now on the COVID-19 front, even very small countries have cases in lakhs, and they have deaths in big thousands. So till now we had this lockdown strategy. Now you have seen that the lockdown has been relaxed, and at the moment life has started coming back to normal. Offices are open, shops are open, some of the activities are allowed in many parts of the country. There are lakhs of migrant laborers who are moving from one place to other place, and because of all these multiple factors, we can see that there has been a slight increase in the number of cases in the last couple of days. But in spite of all this, I can very safely and with conviction say that our overall control is stable, and our graph is quite steady.
Okay.
And I am sure that the way we are handling our lockdown situation, and the way the society is cooperating, and the way we hope that in the coming weeks also the Indian people will show good quality restraint and good quality discipline, I'm sure that our graph will continue to remain steady. You see, our strategy is very clear. Right now we are in a position to exactly define the prevalence of the disease as per, you can say, the areas or the districts or the states, or even if you go to a micro level, we can pinpointedly tell that these are the places where we have these patients of COVID virus. And the whole country has been divided into red, orange and green zones. And for all those districts where we have the cases and they are in red zones, we are trying hard to ensure that they go into the orange and then ultimately into the green zone. And there are definite strategies for containment of the virus, for clusters also, for big outbreaks also. There are micro plans, there are strategies like house to house surveys, there are these surveillance officers, there are these rapid response teams, there are the people from the medical colleges who have been involved into this, there are the people from the All India Institute of Medical Sciences all over the country who have been put us in charge for a number of places. And there is monitoring even at the from the central teams. We have been sending central experts to various places all over the country. Today itself we have sent some 10 teams to 10 states in the country. So we have a very well defined strategy, and the strategy upon which we have been working, it is already yielding rich good quality dividends for the country. Our efforts have been lauded by the whole world, and the whole world is watching how India has strategized its fight against COVID. All over the world, there have been a number of clinical trials taking place around vaccine development and drug discovery for handling COVID-19. As far as India is concerned, I think we are very proactively working with our scientists in ICMR on one hand, and with our scientists in my own science and technology department like the CSIR, DST and more particularly biotechnology scientists, working hard on all the related fronts. At the moment there are at least half a dozen, more than half a dozen candidates for vaccine development. Some of them are in a little more advanced stage, going into human trials also. And simultaneously our scientists in CSIR are also working on drug discoveries or on research around repurposing of the drugs or for genetic sequencing of the virus to ultimately find out solutions for COVID-19. Also there is a research going on for trying Ayush medicines also
Okay.
for
Yes.
either prophylaxis or treatment, and there also we can see modern clinical trials have started in India. So I can say with confidence that Indian scientists are not lagging behind anyone else in the whole world, and we may be in for some good news in the coming
Okay.
months. This week itself, our scientists in ICMR have been able to develop a new ELISA test for actually ensuring that we have a antibody testing facility from indigenous sources. Our scientists in biotechnology are also working, and they have promised to give me indigenous Indian rapid PCR test kits as well as antibody test kits by the end of this month. Convalescent plasma therapy has been tried in very few patients all over the world, and at the moment it is in, you can say, clinical trial stage all across the globe. There have been some reports of some patients who were critical, who got benefited from the plasma therapy. So in India also, in ICMR and also through the Drug Controller of India, we have given a detailed protocol, and we have invited our medical institutions to become part of the clinical trials that are undergoing at the moment all across the world. India is also participating in them. We hope that these trials ultimately prove to be beneficial for the humanity. And right now, anybody in India, after having informed ICMR and the Drug Controller of India, and then after following the guidelines of the proposed clinical trials, can use plasma therapy in serious patients. There has been a lot of discussion in recent times about the utility and the efficacy of the antibody tests and the antibody test kits, because unfortunately the kits that we got from China, they proved to be quite ineffective.
Yes.
But at the moment, regarding the antibody test kits, as I had said earlier, our scientists in biotechnology, and then of course our scientists in ICMR, they are in the process of producing indigenous testing kits with great amount of efficiency for RT-PCR testing also, as well as for the antibody tests also. And as I had said earlier, recently ICMR has also got a new ELISA test kit after a lot of research. Regarding the testing, in the month of February, we just had one lab in Pune, that was National Institute of Virology.
Yes.
And today when I am talking to you, we have almost testing facilities for the virus in 472 labs of the country. We were doing 2000 tests a day in the initial stages, and today we are doing something like 86,000 tests a day. Our capacity for testing has gone up to 95,000 tests per day.
Yes.
And we have tested over 16 lakh people in the last few weeks. I think I replied to this question in the earlier part of the interview. But as I said earlier, let me repeat it again, that unfortunately the kits that we could procure from the international market were from China. And when we got reports from some of the states that they were not so effective, we also confirmed those reports in our own laboratories across the nation. And when we were not convinced about their good quality efficacy, we really abandoned them. Right now we are in the process of waiting for good quality kits. As soon as we get those good kits, we'll certainly start the antibody test again, because we know that's also an important tool to strengthen our research around epidemiology and surveillance. At the same time, we are also working very hard with the help of our scientists in biotechnology to produce indigenous testing kits, whether the antibody test kits or the RT-PCR kits.
Yes.